compose myself a melody. Good evening, students, familias, and faculty. This evening is such a special moment, not just for all of you being inducted, but for me personally. I am honored to have been invited to speak to you. Gracias. Many of you know that I am a big Disney fan. And if there's one thing Disney stories have taught us, it is this: dreams really do matter. In those stories, characters start with a wish. They don't know exactly how they will get there, but let's be honest, sometimes things go usually very wrong before they go right. But that character keeps on going. When I was your age, I had a dream. My dream was to be a teacher when I grew up. But there's one thing that you may not know about Mr. Mijares. I did not start out as a teacher. In fact, one of my very first jobs was working as a bill collector for American Express. Their office was right down the street here on Commerce Way. Now, I think we can all agree that's not exactly a Disney movie. But one day, while sitting at my desk at American Express, I realized something important. I had more to offer. I wanted to do something that made a difference in the people's lives, so I made a big decision. I would go back to school to pursue my dream of becoming a teacher. I kept my full-time job with American Express and went to school at night and on Saturdays. And I won't tell you it was easy. It took a lot of hard work, determination, and a very supportive wife, but I did. The day I stepped into my very own classroom for the first time, my dream became a reality. And now, 36 years later, as I prepare to retire, I can honestly say that decision changed my life in the best possible way, especially moments like this. Some of you sitting here this evening were once in my kindergarten classroom. Can you raise your hand if you were in my class? Wow, thank you. I remember those days. Some of you and your parents cried on the first day of school. In kindergarten, you learned your reading and your writing and your arithmetic. You learned Spanish and you made new friends. You also learned how to sit still on the carpet under our reading tree. Remember the reading tree, how Mr. Mijares would read the stories? At least you would sit there still for at least for a little while. Back then, success looked like trying your best, being kind, and not giving up. And look at you now. You are being recognized as members of the National Elementary Honor Society. Not just for your grades, but for your character, your leadership, and the way you treat others. That is something truly special. But tonight, it's not just about celebrating where you are, it's about thinking, where are you going? Each of you has dreams. And here's the important part. Your dream might stay the same, or it might change over time. And you know what? That's okay. What matters is that you listen to that voice inside you, that voice that tells you who you want to be. In Disney stories, that voice is like a little guy, like Jiminy Cricket in Pinocchio, reminding you to do what is right and to follow your heart. When you hear that little voice inside you, listen to it. Dreams don't come true because everything is easy. Dreams come true because you work for them, because you keep trying, and because you don't give up even when things get hard. Or as one very wise Disney character once said, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. As you work to your dreams, remember something just as important. Who you are matters just as what you achieve. Be kind, help others, lift people up. That's what makes a true leader, and that's exactly why you're being honored here tonight. To the familias, thank you for your support, your encouragement, and for helping these students believe in themselves. And to my former students, seeing you here today is truly a full circle moment for me. You were part of my dream, and now I get to watch you pursue yours. As you continue your journey, when that small voice, your own Jiminy Cricket, reminds you to believe, to be brave, to be strong, and to keep going, listen to that voice. As I close this chapter in my journey, I leave you with this. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are.